Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. A very happy September out there to everybody watching. Today I want to sit down and just want to put some makeup on and randomly talk about what's in my makeup bag this month. So if you're curious as to how I've created this month's box, go ahead and stay tuned. So this month it starts school, it starts cross country, so I am busy 7 days a week, busier 7 days a week I should say, so it's about to get crazy. So this month's theme, because I usually try to theme every month, I'm a dork, that's just what I do, but anyways, theming this easy mom makeup, because there's going to be a lot of very early mornings, on Saturday, a lot of times we have to wake up and be out of the house by like 5:30, and if you've ever tried to get one child out of the house by that time, I have 4. And a dog. So there's that. We're going to have to be very quick, or it's going to have to be like mobile and easy to do in the car while my husband drives. So this month I kind of went really simple, and I have 5 products, and I almost don't think I need one of them. We'll see. But anyways, nothing's new. This was new last month. Ipsy sent over the Balm in the Balm of Your Hand Volume 2. This is basically full face. Face palette stuff, eye stuff. This is all I'm using. So that's kind of crazy. Really, really happy. It's going to be super chatty, but might be really, really quick at the same time. I just got back from vacation. We did a last minute family trip up north. Does everybody else call it up north? Like when we usually travel north, but even like if we go like a different direction, we always say we're going up north. Is that a Michigan thing? I don't know. Anyways, we went and we spent a few days up at the Mackinac Bridge. It's one of our favorite places to go. It's very touristy, but seeing the Mackinac Bridge is just, it's breathtaking. We didn't cross it this year, although we got a hotel and we stayed right on the lake, so we got like to watch the sunrise and the sunset was the side that we were on, which was a lot of fun. It was cold. We wore sweatshirts. My kids did attempt to swim in the lake. I put my toes in. That's as far as I was gonna do with that. I am going in with the L'Oreal Magic BB Cream. It's white, and I find the best way to do this is just warm it up in your hands, and then it like changes to the skin tone, and I literally just put this on like this. But anyways, this is what I did most of the vacation. I took my dose of colors. Oh my god. I packed, knowing that we were going to stay at a hotel. Usually when I pack and we go like on vacation, we camp in a tent. So you're as comfortable in a tent doing makeup as one could be in a tent doing makeup. So usually I just take like a face palette, you know, super easy makeup. This time, I had 2 bags of makeup for like 3 days, 4 days. Ridiculous. But anyways, I like this stuff because it doesn't need a primer. It doesn't need to be set. Oh, actually. But anyways, I do self-tan still. Your hands do get very dirty. I just have this, to clean off my hands. But I tan my face, but then I always forget to like re-tan it because it does come off with like the skincare and the exfoliating, the washing, and it blends into the rest of my body. It wears pretty well. I am just a mom, but I am a face toucher, so it does very, very nice for what I need it to do. Anyways, but I really like it. I can skip primer. I don't need a primer. I can skip powder because this is dry. I can do whatever I need to do right on top of it. Okay, so I originally pulled everything out. I was like, oh, this is full face, but I'm gonna need concealer. I am throwing the Revlon Candid concealer in my bag. This is the shade 30. I am dealing with allergies, and like I was saying, I mean, we get up really early on the weekends. I mean, it's brutal. So for days that I need more coverage, I'm going to need a concealer. So there's that. And I actually will just keep on trend and just use my fingers for this. But this one I do like too because I don't have to set it, but I did pull a powder in case I have the need to set, I guess. This is really weird using my fingers because lately I've been using a foundation brush I got at Sephora. I really, really like it. But fast days, minimal space if need to in the car. So actually, I think I will put the eye primer back. I don't need eye primer, right? It's not a necessity. I kind of want maybe theme it like mom's necessities this month. That's kind of cute. I ate naughty when we were on vacation and I am breaking out. I'm puffier because the food allergies, you guys. It's horrible. I don't even care. I really don't. But anyways, that's it for face. I'm gonna let it kind of sit there, and then I'm gonna decide whether or not I'm gonna powder. I did just pull out this e.l.f. Sheer Tint finishing powder because the foundation itself doesn't need to be set, but I've hit major pan on this. I have a powder in my project pan, and I'm not using it. Panning everything else. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go in with the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in Light. They do have this on their sale. I think it's the last week. I do plan on picking up another color just to see if like there's a better shade for me. This is a little bit light, but for light mom makeup days, it does enough, I feel, and it definitely does hold a good like brow shape for me, and my eyebrows are so in need of tweezing and trimming. I do know that, but when I do that, my face turns really red, so I really wanted to film. I didn't want to sit around and wait, so my eyebrows are gonna kind of look a little big, I feel like, but I do like it. It goes quick. It's fairly simple anyways. Because I can't stand it right now, it's drying out in Michigan. I need to put something on my lips. I did pull the Soap and Glory Pillow Plump. I have mine in Nude in Town. This is just, it plumps my lips. It's really nice, but I really like it. It's like a coffee kind of nude. But I do find it pretty like hydrating on the lips, so I did pull this so that way it's kind of a 3-in-1, 2-in-1, I don't know, but that's what I pulled for my lips. Let's see. Do we need to set this down? No. Just pat out that little crease up there. We're going to go in with the eyeshadow. So I think I'm going to just say I'll keep this in the bag for just in case, because like I said, I didn't mean to like pan this, but wow. If I get through some other powders, I would repurchase this. I plan on, like, towards the end of the month, or end of the year, like, makeup I went through kind of thing. So, this is the palette, like I said. I just got this in my Ipsy. These 4 shades right here are all eyeshadows. This is the Mary Lou highlighter. But this is really pretty on the eyes. These 3 are blushes, and then we have a bronzer, but all of this can go all over the eyes. But I thought it would be really easy just to have this. There's a nice size mirror in here. Sometimes that car mirror is just kind of like at an awkward angle, I guess. So, whichever. I'm going to go, and I'm going to start into Met Russo right here. I like the formula of these shadows. They perform pretty well. They don't need a primer. I mean, everything works better with a primer, but again, I think I'm gonna name this, like, theme this bag like Mom Necessities, because I got something for the brows, something to fix my complexion, something to hide the circles. Now we're just gonna go in and basically play with makeup, and that's kind of how I feel like eyeshadows are. They're just something to play with. Really, really nice though. I am going pretty light-handed. I don't have a reason. I really don't. I wish I could, like, sit down. I really want to do live chats. Like, I would love to be live right now and, like, asking you guys, what did you do this weekend? Like, how was your summer? Just randomness. Like, what are your thoughts on different things? I think it would be really fun, like, as a group of people to sit down and talk about new releases, like, and bounce ideas and things off of each other, just because what I see you might not, and vice versa, and it just might, like, sway an opinion. I think it would be cool. Anyways, I'm going to take a bigger fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into Matte Reed. It's kind of like a burgundy brown, chocolatey, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of tap this on the outside right here and just kind of blend. I didn't take this on vacation. I actually took the Lorac palette that sits behind me. It's the only palette I took. I forced myself to be okay with leaving the Lorac Luxe behind because I love that palette so much, but it doesn't, it's kind of like square, so it didn't really fit in the bag that I wanted to take. Well, I mean, it fit in the bag, but the amount of stuff I took, it was not fitting in there with everything, so I had to get a smaller palette, and that's, you guys, that's one of the reasons I don't get the big palettes. It makes me upset, because, like, if I love it and I want to take it somewhere, like, it's either going to have to ride outside of, like, everything else, or, I don't know. I'm going to have to get another bigger bag, which, I mean, that doesn't sound bad. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but then, I don't know, the bigger the bag, the more stuff I'm going to want to take. Anybody else? No? Just me? Take a little bit in the crease. But I really, really do like the Lorac formulas. They become a very, very fast favorite. Of course I would take that other side too high. Dang it. Just going back in with a little bit more of the crease shade and kind of blend that. Perfect. Did that kind of move it down a little bit? Probably not. I'm probably going to go back to edit this and go like, oh my gosh. Next, I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to go into Firm right here. It's a kind of metallic-y kind of nude. It's kind of muted, but I really like it. Sometimes, I mean, I like the really, really high shimmers, but sometimes I just like the ones that they almost seem like they're matte, but then it just, as you move just right, you kind of get like a shift of color. I like them. Maybe I'm old or weird or whatever, but I like these kind of muted foil shades. Okay, so this eye look is coming together really, really nice. And I've only used 2 brushes, so again, in case I'm in the car, so that would mean I would need a 3rd brush if I did underneath the eye. I have to. I'm going to take this small smudger brush and I'm going to go back into Matte Russo up here. Kind of like a pinky, very, very pinky kind of khaki color. I like it. I mean, I like the palette itself. I'm really quick, I guess. We could talk about the staying powder. Oh, I got creased under here. It stays pretty well. I mean, it works really, really well with a primer. Obviously, I really do have a favorite. I like the Ulta Beauty one, in case you don't know. But it actually really does wear pretty decent without a primer. My eyelids do eat eyeshadow, so this won't stay this pretty all day, but I will get about 6 to 7 hours wear time out of these shadows. They wear all right. Anyways, that's it for eyes, you guys. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're leaving alone. next we're going to go into the face. Just going to take this fluffy brush and very carefully I'm going to dip into this bronzer because while I was on vacation, I accidentally picked up some of this brown and put it on my forehead, and I was like, oh, I just gave myself a bruise. So be careful if you have this palette. Because if you pick up that other shade, you give yourself a bruise, and it's not cute. I was able to kind of like go in with a powder and tap it out, but be mindful where your brush goes. And that kind of goes with any face palette, I guess, because I've definitely picked up a blush along with a bronzer before, and that was also a disaster. So I feel like I should like do a video just on like funny stories. I can be a funny individual. I do some odd things. As I say, some odd things. Like, do you ever like have those thoughts and like they sound really fantastic like in your head when you're having that conversation with yourself, and then sometimes they kind of slip out of your mouth and like they want to be heard, but like the whole thought isn't heard. You just like what comes out is like bits and pieces of like your full like conversation and like brilliant idea inside your head. No, nobody else, just me. I'm pretty sure my husband has like a running catalog of like random things his wife has said. And it's probably entertaining completely. I really, really love this blush down here. This is in Stain. This is the only one that has kind of a little shimmer in it. No surprise. But I will say this is really, really pigmented. So a trick I do have is if you have too much pigment on any face brush, sometimes tapping it on your wrist will help take off some of the pigment instead of like tapping it and then also if you tap it then it gets everywhere. See, that was way too much, and I tapped it off. Oh, crud. But we're going to have to go in with a powder because there's a lot of blush. But yeah, so be careful with your powders. Hopefully I just took most of that side off. I did. One side that's really good. Nope. See? Oh, these blushes are pigmented. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. We're not complaining. So I'm going to go back in the bag and I'm going to dig out this e.l.f. and I'm going to go in with a big powder brush. I'm just going to dip in here and get some on here and just kind of mute that blush down. Wow. Can't talk. I've had a lot of coffee today. Oh my gosh. Went a little crazy today, but that's okay. It's Monday. It is a holiday. You guys, obviously, you're going to see this tomorrow on Tuesday, but we're just kind of hanging around the house. It's family day, which we have a lot of family days, but we got a lot of people. But anyways, I'm going to take a fan brush and I'm going to go up here into Mary Lou, the highlighter. Same thing. You got to be really careful not to pick up the blush when you do this. I really love this highlighter. I love the bronzer. I've had the bronzer, the Bahama Mama. I've had the bronzer before. It was one of the first high-end bronzers I ever owned, actually. But I love Mary Lou too, but it broke. Kids. If you have them, you'll understand. I think I'm going to put a little bit in the inner corner too. I'm going to take, this is kind of like a rounded domey brush. I'm going to, same thing, dip into that highlighter. Just brighten up that inner corner just a little bit. This is a Real Techniques brush and it is the perfect inner corner little dude. Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. So that's it for face and eyes. One palette, one and done. And it's very nude, it's very classic, but it's also very me. And we used all but two blushes in here. So it's versatile, it's wearable, and it's very everyday. That's kind of like my thing is it's gotta be everyday. I am gonna spray my face just because we did put a lot of powder on, and I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I just love this stuff. I don't like the scent of that, but I do like the way it wears. It's phenomenal on my face. It's beautiful. It gives me a glow, but it doesn't make me dewy, like greasy, nasty dewy. So that's really helpful. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, put some mascara on. I am using the Thrive Causemetics, and I will be right back. But that is the finished look. I don't know what is going on with my hair. My hair is starting to get a little bit longer. And that is something else. Do I grow my hair out? I kind of want to. I kind of miss my longer hair, and I'm kind of getting to that point where it needs to be cut, or we're going to grow it out. But anyways, it does this weird, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, this is the finished look. This is what I'm going to be looking like most of September, just because, like I said, it's crazy busy, and we get up very, very early on the weekends, and obviously throughout the week. I have 4 kids getting on the buses this month. Mom's super excited. But anyways, super classic, super easy, super neutral. I know. But I do have color coming this month, so stay tuned for that. I have a lot of great things. And if you have any video ideas, go ahead, leave them in the comments. I do leave like 2 or 3 days open just for like randomness. A lot of times like a makeup tag or something will pop up. I'm like, ooh, I want to do that, and I have a free day. But yeah, if there's anything you ever want to see, go ahead and let me know. I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.